This is a Lion Pond Beats production. This is a Lion Pond Beats production. This is a Lion Pond Beats production. This is a Lion Pond Beats production.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? This is the Signal 27 show. We are back. I ate that all up.
All of it.
Y'all saw what the thumbnails are going to be. Let's go ahead and get this show started. We'll see y'all in a second. Yeah.
What is you doing? You gotta get ready for the show. You sitting up here doing work. What is this?
I'm making money, but I'm trying to get some. Hey.
Okay, well get some in the studio so we can go ahead and get ready for the show.
One time, I'm just asking.
I'll take some. Since
It's
you're
okay.
asking, you want me to get some. Ooh, and this is creamy too. You know what? This is nice.
Silky.
My skin is soft. Hey, yeah, get some. Get some. Now get in the game room so we can get to the studio so we can get the show going. This is soft though. Yeah, get some. Hey man, hey, come on man, bro. We gotta go in and get the studio, bro.
Yo, check it out though. I gotta make this shot for you so you can get your head right.
Man, if we don't have time to make the shot, we gotta
30
go ahead and
seconds,
do it.
bro.
We gotta
30
go.
seconds, boom.
Listen, you got one already made for me so we can go ahead and get started?
Yeah, I got one right there.
I'm gonna test this one
That's
out for
that
you.
Captain America shot. You know what I'm saying? For freedom of Signal 27.
Oh man, that is good. You are awesome, man. But listen, finish making the shot in the room so we can go ahead and get everything straight. Ooh, my body hot, bro. That was good. Chill. Man, we gotta get in the studio, man, and do the show, man. Why you sitting in here? You're not even halfway up. Man, give me the remote, bro. Cut this shit off using all my electricity. Got my Netflix on and everything. Cut this shit off. Like, get up. Hurry up, bro. I know you messed up, but you can be unmessed up. Damn, bro. You ain't got nothing to say. Shit. Where David at? Oh.
That's that dedication. 2022, I'm on their neck like a tattoo. Hit them with that King Low. What you wanna do?
But listen, man, we gotta get ready for the show, and you using the equipment to rap songs, man. Let's get the thing going.
We are not the same, cause we are not the same.
Bro,
Too much traffic, I built my own lane.
listen, so you just gonna respond to me when your rap lip, you know what?
Raul is my spirit, you gon' know my name.
Listen, just get ready for the show, man.
All right.
Now, where's Claudine at? Oh, everybody got... Why are you coming down the steps, Claudine?
I'm coming. You know I can't rock out with my crotch out, man. I had to get my clothes on.
Well, I'm glad you put some clothes on so nobody see that crotch now behind that
I'm
guitar.
coming, man.
We gotta get ready to get in the guitar, man.
coming.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta get ready for the show. Ain't nobody ready for the show, man. We gotta get... Oh. Come on, man. Everybody ready, man. Chip don't want to get up and egg making stuff.
He said she coming. Oh, we gonna have a orgasm on the show.
Ain't nobody making
Like
it.
being half ass without no ass cheek.
I wanna see that magic.
Now listen, man, everybody that said what they do, ain't nobody said what I do. But listen, I am the last Leroy, and we are Jacksonville's #1 live comedy podcast. We are Signal 27!
Hey,
What's going on,
that
y'all?
was directed by
dope.
none other than Leroy Gordon, the producer, the last Leroy. Man, that was
That was dope.
phenomenal, man. I can't wait till you make your feature film.
Hey, everybody, you keep saying I'm
So
going
I
to make a
can be
feature
in-
film. I don't
Hey,
see me
you gotta
doing no
speak
feature
things
film.
as if it is so.
Yeah, you got Barry McLeod doing that for us. You know
I'm
what
doing a
I'm saying?
sitcom. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
he doing it all up. You know what I'm saying? Let him handle all of the goodness when it comes to that.
Oh, that's right. OnlyFans. Hey.
Okay? That's gonna be. You're not gonna get OnlyFans, are you, Claudine?
No.
No, probably already got one. Just don't want to tell us about it. Like I don't want to get David spending money, but I know Ed would want to see your OnlyFans.
Oh, wait.
You wouldn't want to spend money on Claudine's OnlyFans?
These are my people. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's
I don't
my-
want to see my coworkers in that
That's
fashion.
Yeah, that's my sister,
Yeah.
comedy sister.
No. Nah, I think they would want
Wow,
to
and
see
I got
you
it double
like
for
that.
you. I'll work with you twice.
You want us to see her birth mechanism?
Hey, it is what it is, homie. You know, you do what you got to do, Jack.
Gotta do. Hey, y'all.
Why you gotta do what you gotta do when you talking about the birth mechanism, then you say Jack afterwards.
Thank you,
Hey,
Nicolette.
you know what it is.
Nicolette said, love that.
Hey, Nicolette, what's going on? How you doing?
Shaded.
All right, y'all. So y'all know how it is. First and foremost, before we get started, I want to thank each and every last one of you who are in the chat. And if you are watching, and if you one of the Ninja Watchers that are watching that has not come into the show, do us a favor and hit that share button if you are in Facebook. And if you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you are on Twitch, hit the heart button and everything else. Just share us so people can go ahead and get this funny before we got to go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Get some.
Y'all see what today's topic is, right? And y'all know what all before I even started, did anybody do their research on it?
A little bit. Yes,
no,
I did.
because I just got it when we was at the sitcom. I didn't even know the title. So yeah.
You didn't? Okay, so you don't know.
I read up on it.
And Keita, you read up on it. How about y'all too?
I read a little bit.
I'm already aware of it.
You're already aware.
I'll
Okay.
give a little summary for the listeners.
All right. So go ahead and give us a breakdown, a quick summary of what this bill is all about. It is a bill. It is only a bill.
On Capitol
148.
Hill.
You got to be older than 40 to know what that is.
Yeah.
So this is a bill that would bar teaching in grades K through 12 that could make individuals feel responsible for historic wrongs because of their race, their color, sex, or national origin. So they're saying basically at work or employment practices on training programs that make individuals feel guilty on similar grounds could be considered unlawful and an unlawful employment practice. So basically they don't want you teaching history lessons that make people feel guilty about what their race or their ancestors have done.
Hey, Kenyon on Instagram.
And so in other words, they don't want to make the white people feel bad for what their ancestors did to my people.
Right.
But they can't come out and directly say that.
Right, because it's a bill that's trying to, but it's already passed the first steps of becoming an actual bill. But what's sad is that you already know your history and what your people did. You don't want to feel guilty about what your people have done because you're benefiting. You're benefiting. Damn, did I fuck that one?
No, you said it right.
Right, you are benefiting from the evil that they did to another group of people. You all are benefiting from. But here's what I learned. Right, it's only a handful of people that's benefiting from what took place back during those times. You know what I mean? The problem is that the brainwashing that they did was for poor white people to feel better than poor black people. And we've been always saying it. It's not about black or white. It's about rich and poor. Rich white people knew exactly what was going on. What they said is that it's entirely too many brown people around here. And if they outnumber us, they are going to be able to take our stuff. Now, white folks have been fighting each other for years, killing each other and everything.
And so this is what Senator Manny Diaz said. He said, and I quote, "It protects individual freedoms and prevents discriminations in school and the workplace." And another thing that he says is that we shouldn't be teaching students in a diverse classroom that someone is automatically racist or sexist or anti-immigrant by the sheer nature of their background. So he's basically saying that we shouldn't teach white people by showing what history has already proven has happened. We shouldn't be swaying them and making them automatically racist, which nobody is making anybody automatically racist. They're basically teaching the facts of what happened, teaching history.
Right.
They're not making this shit up.
Right. Where are they going to get it from? Oh, by the way, we didn't mean to go ahead and fuck y'all while y'all was in house niggas.
And nobody's saying, hey, little fella, you're racist because your great-great-grandfather did this. Nobody's saying that. You're simply teaching historical facts.
No, but some more timid, pussified Americans now. I wanted to say something else so bad. My mama might be watching. Hey, man. I'm grown. My mama will still whoop my ass, okay? I can't say certain shit on the radio.
She will. And
She's like a little Wolverine. She'll jump up and smack the shit out you in a minute. Anyway, we've all mentioned how America is now soft, especially our younger generation. Everything is, so critical, so sensitive. If you tell somebody that their great-great-grandparents or quadruple great-grandparents was racist, slave masters, and they were buck-breaking black men just for their personal gratification, then selling those human beings to others when this current generation may not be racist and may not even like those views. Now you're telling them they come from that lineage. Now they're like, oh, now I have to be extra cautious around minorities, so basically kiss their ass so they don't feel bad towards me about what my great-grandparents did. That's the logic that they're trying to ingrain into Caucasian America now, which is total bullshit. You are responsible for your own feelings and your own thoughts. If you take on the guilt of what your ancestors did, you a soft bitch ass nigga.
wow.
Like I know for a fact that there's family members that I have that they were junkies. I don't feel bad about drug use. I don't do drugs, but I'm just saying that was their sin. Let them have that. They went to the grave. Just don't carry it down generations.
Break the
So
cycle.
now these new Caucasians, these young ones who may not be racist and may not even agree with the racist system that was set up to benefit them who may not even want to go along with the system.
Right.
What y'all need to do is stop the system right now and start it all over.
Right.
Don't let DeSantis and people like him, well, we're going to shield you from your past truths so you can just keep the system going so we can continue to benefit till we die.
Mm-hmm. And not teach the truth because it may offend you. How about we the fuck offended?
What about
We
Native
are
Americans?
Offended. Native Americans as
Which,
well.
even that term, although I do use it, we would like to be addressed by our individual tribes. Who knows every individual tribe? Because
Right.
those racist Americans killed all the tribes off, took their land, took their oil, took their water, raped their women, kidnapped their women, and also subjugated them into our system to make them speak English,
Right.
take away their home languages.
Change their diets, the way they eat.
So it ain't just about slavery, DeSantis. You gotta admit some of that stuff that you did to the indigenous tribes is kind of fucked up too, and not you personally, your ancestors.
Well, let's be honest with everybody. We already know the Caucasian footprint has spread worldwide, and everywhere they go, death follows. So it kind of makes you think that when death comes, it comes on a pale white horse. Maybe it was a pale person.
Oh, we can't say that because Washington lost their football team name.
Yeah.
I mean, but look, just think about it. As far as the colonizing around the world, all of they've done, they've really never created anything. They created the taking credit for everything, but they have not. Wherever they've been, they try to say they civilized people, but people were already civilized in their own way. But they just pillage and take. There's a guy who I've been listening to because this is the start of I guess Black History Month, so we're going to be doing a lot of Black history topics this month. Just so happened that the person that I was listening to, he was not white. He just so happened to be Caucasian. He was a Caucasian man, and he is a anti-racist. So he speaks about how there was no white people before 1600. You know what I mean? There wasn't, but white people was created because rich white people saw that they were outnumbered by black and brown people or brown indigenous people.
Yeah.
So for them to keep their stuff, they had to incorporate all pale individuals into what is called white. Now, everybody already know that white people, they was killing each other in Europe all on their own before they realized, oh, there's more people that we can kill and take stuff from. So they have a culture. That's their culture of killing. You know what I mean? So I suggest to look at Tim Wise.
Tim Wise. And I wonder who started the white black thing, because we ain't black. Like, I'm confused as to who. We are not black. Black is a fucking color. And if you hold up something black next to me, bitch, I got on black. And aren't I a different color? I'm not black. And not that I'm ashamed of anything, but I mean, I'm brown. I'm confused as to
Well, that's where everything
why we're
is.
the only
Well,
race
white
that
people-
doesn't have like,
Well, white people is the white is also not,
it's not
because they're not
appropriate.
white.
They're not white.
They're I guess pale.
They
Or
light-skinned.
Yeah, they pale, light skin.
Man, come on. 'Cause
No, I'm
if you
just-
say it one more time, I'm going to say it.
What?
You keep saying that one word, I'm going to say the other part of it.
What is it?
Say it again.
What word? White?
No, the other one.
I don't know what I
You
just
keep
said.
saying pale face.
Pale face.
Oh.
Now, do they feel that term is racist?
Oh, it's a
Although
possibility.
my indigenous relatives have been brainwashed to believe that red skin is racist, although it's just an accurate description of the color of their skin. I don't know how describing you accurately is racist.
Exactly.
I don't know, but here's the thing.
But everybody's so sensitive and
So
made it
let-
racist.
I say this jokingly, but let's start calling Caucasians paleface and see how they feel about it.
Right.
Oh, I know Asians call people who don't have eyes that are slanted, they call
Okay.
them round eye.
Facts.
Yo,
And to them, that is a racial slur towards us, where I just say, hey, it's an accurate description of me.
Right.
Right. Yeah, my
Maybe
eyes
they
are
can work for round up.
round up. No, all I'm saying is this, right?
I take that
Chip. Space.
We have to take-
Here.
We have to take credit for what we do and what we don't do. I think the reason why Asian Americans can get a bill passed so fast to help benefit them is because they are not called the yellows.
Right.
They are called Asian, and they have a country that's backing them, either China or Japan or wherever Asians that look like that have. They got that backing. I think the reason why we can't get bills passed quickly enough for us is because we don't have a nationality.
You don't
So-
belong to anything.
Right. So my question is going to be,
Fucking
puss ass Jesse Jackson, who called us African Americans. What is there a nationality called African American? Because
Right.
honestly,
Where the
America
fuck that's
ain't
at?
backing us. Right. Where the fuck can I go? Where's Africa America at?
I don't know. Are we the only race that's not tied to anything? Don't have any. I mean, almost like we're assigned a number at birth.
Question
And
is,
you-
our African ancestors that are still in motherland, do they have this conversation?
Now, here's the thing.
I don't
I don't
know.
think
I heard the question Leroy asked, but we are not from this land, so we can't have
Yeah.
a land.
Well, that's what they want you to believe.
Our ancestors have the land in Africa.
Yeah, but we are different than Africans. We're not Africans.
That's correct. So we don't have a land.
Okay, so then we need to do what any Caucasian company, any Caucasian.
Go take some land.
Go take some land. That's exactly right. Go find some
bring
place where
some
we
famine
want
and disease and kill the people off and steal it and claim it as ours.
to. Yeah, I want to go ahead and wrap some people in some small pocket blankets. No, I'll give you some COVID blankets.
Right.
some Nombracrombo.
And then go teaching this shit to generation after generation. That ain't history. It's a bunch of lies.
That's his story.
His story. That's true.
Yeah, the ones who win got the ability to rewrite history as they see fit. So the question is going to be, I always wanted to know, what were we as a people before the whole Atlantic slave trade and all of that? They'll say we were kings and queens and we had civilizations, but obviously we were here before. We were here before Caucasian people were, because when they came here, they saw people that looked like us that was already here. So if we was already here, in essence, this our land, right?
You should study the Wichita Indians.
Indians. You about to call them Indians?
No, I was not.
The wish of what?
Wichita Indians of Louisiana. Their tribe is dated at least to 1200 AD. They were an African tribe that came to America and settled in the Louisiana property.
Mhm.
And although it's never taught to us, they are a sovereign nation within the borders of America, specifically the state of Louisiana.
Well, they what is it? Killer Mike was on his show talking about you can have a nation within a nation.
We have one. It's just never talked about because then it would take power away from those who think they are in power.
What's up?
I ain't say nothing. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not saying anything only because if I were to tell you guys that my great grandparents had a plantation where they owned black people,
And they were black.
yeah,
It happens.
Well, I've heard about
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
but this conversation still go on right
We
now.
copied what they did.
I think it would continue for the simple fact, free labor, right? So, and there's a generational wealth gap that's horrible. So those issues going to be out there, whether there were melanated people who own slaves or not.
Yep.
Those issues are extremely dominant right now, and it's depressing.
When you talk about generational wealth gap,
Mm-hmm.
what type of wealth are you talking about? Because I could be generational comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm mostly speaking of nothing, and nothing being handed down, especially if you got people doing free labor. Well, they don't have nothing to hand down because they just trying to survive. And if we bring up Black Wall Street, which was 16 city blocks,
Yeah.
We got too much history that we can bring up. The non-melanated, translucent people, if that's a word, I don't know.
You're trying to say
Lucid.
translucent?
Yeah.
Translucent.
Is that the
people.
way? Like they clear, right?
Yeah. They
You
did.
really looking for a synonym for Caucasian?
They did a lot of things that were
Okay.
inappropriate, and they still propagate that stuff today. If you drive through, what is that, Osceola Park, where they do the reenactment right now, they're out for 10, like to remind you. If you ride the bike trail over here, Baldwin, about 6 miles in, they have a fort, slave fort up and all that. And even off of Heckscher Drive, they got a slave.
Yeah.
So they want you to remember this stuff. Okay. So in school, they may be trying to say don't teach it this, that, and the other, but all of it, I know it's humanistic games. So it's to have us in a confusion back and forth, because they want to let you know that, we mistreated you. We continue to mistreat you because they shoot you unarmed. They lock you up unjustly. They show it over and over on TV. You may get justice, you may not. You know the disparities. So
the guidelines are usually set by the states, not by the teachers.
Mhm.
Most of us coming out of school wasn't really taught that. So how many of us are going to sit down and read that and teach our children and grandchildren
Mhm.
about that?
It's something you don't know it exists.
you don't know factually because you weren't there. So
Well, I
But
mean,
if they're teaching it in school, so you're saying it's hard to teach something that doesn't exist.
Not every school system teaches the same, especially when we had that crap under Bush, no child left behind.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Catholic, then there was no child behind left. But that's another story.
damn.
Wow.
True that.
yeah, nasty bitches. Let me get that
No, but
ass,
seriously,
nasty motherfuckers.
When you start doing that core education, you only teach these elements and every child has to learn this thing, you're going to leave out some important information because it doesn't meet what society thinks is important.
Right.
One of those was going to be what we learn about our racist past.
But as parents, if we know they're leaving it out, why are we
teach it
not
at home.
teaching it?
You should be.
We definitely did that.
That would be on
Despite
us not
what
to
Nana
teach it.
was taught in school. We taught her the truth. We don't teach her hate. We don't teach her to be racist. We teach her the truth. You grow up, you form your own opinions, but you're going to know our history as much as we know you're going to know. And even as we learn things, we shared it with her, over the years.
That's true. Yeah, one thing that let me know that she was being taught some bullshit is when, we kind of picked up on it early, right?
Yeah.
So first thing we started to notice every time we wanted to get her a doll and we would let her pick her own doll, she would always pick the Caucasian doll versus picking a doll that looked like her, right? And then I saw a documentary that was done by Jane Elliott. I think it was Jane Elliott, and they had different colors of babies on that was drawn out, and they asked the Caucasians to pick out the prettiest ones. The Caucasians picked out the ones that look like them.
Yep.
Then we asked the dark-skinned girls, pick out the ones that you think is pretty, and they picked the white ones. And then it was like, which ones are the ugly ones? They asked the young girls.
Yeah.
The ugly ones was they chose the dark-skinned ones. And then what kind of hurt me and pissed me off, and they said, which one do you look like? And then they was like, and you can see their face when they started to understand how they were brainwashed.
Yeah.
Like they was like, well, I look like that one, so I must be that. So I was like, Keita, you think Nana has gone through this? Because I never really saw. I was like, well, bum, fuck that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it. Did the exact same thing, and come to find out, I was like, I'll be goddamn. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was pissed to the point to where it went all the way back straight to the church. I was like, yo, the church ain't teaching shit. You know what I mean? Beforehand, the church was all about, okay, they would, like Martin Luther King and all of that, they got they going on the church. Even if you was Islam, you got your stuff growed up and you grew up within the mosque and it was teaching stuff back then. But then after the church got taken over by the government and all of the daggone, what do you call that? The grants and stuff that they give the churches. Now the churches,
Coalition.
right? Whatever the fuck that mean.
Yeah.
Whatever that mean. That all of a sudden,
Paid
churches
sellouts.
don't teach. They don't teach what needs to be taught in the black community. When I was ever since then, I was like, you know what? I'm really not going to go to church at this point. I'm gonna teach my daughter the right way. And it took about 7 to 8 years for her to get out of that mindset that you are a beautiful girl.
Yes.
That's one. Yeah. If you notice, we don't have cable in here in the house because we took all of that away. You know what I mean? We had her watching like stuff like PBS and things like that. But then if you watching just PBS, why do you have this mindset and all you do is watch public broadcast television?
So what was your goal? What were you trying to do?
Hold on real quick. I'm going to address something.
Okay.
There's somebody in the chat.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Patrick, you funky bitch. I look like the Cabbage Patch with glasses. You garbage pale face ass nigga.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? No, if you want to go there, Patrick, you know what I'm saying? Go sit up there and put some old fuck shit like that inside the chat, you dumbass. Okay, but
Yeah,
nothing,
man, quit saying horrible. Why y'all people so nasty
They said
toward
never-
other people? Because you don't have talent. Don't take it out on others.
Well, go ahead, Patrick, and keep pumping that gas, bitch, and writing that pussy ass Bible you got. You know what I'm saying?
Marcus said he never knew blacks actually was owners of other blacks. Definitely. And
Facts.
there were Caucasians who owned other Caucasians as slaves.
That was indentured.
That
was
slavery.
indentured
Indentured slavery. Okay,
But
that was.
that had time limit.
Yeah, it did. And that's what I
Ours
was going to
didn't.
get at. Exactly. Exactly. There was a stark difference in the things that happened to the brown people versus, okay, us owning our own slaves. Like this, it just wasn't the same. And people tried to make it the same. The small percentage of brown people who own other browns or Caucasians who own other Caucasians, it wasn't the same. A whole race of people wasn't taken and uprooted from their homeland and everything about them, their identity changed. There was a difference. The same thing that happened to us did not happen all around. It just didn't. I don't know why people try to make it the same because it's just not.
Yeah, well,
they try to do a comparison
It's
to
not.
the Holocaust, because I call what we had went through a 400+ year Holocaust versus the Ashkenazi Jews who are over there in Israel right now. So hold up, wait a minute, never mind. I'm not going to even address that. All I'm saying is this: is that our Holocaust, by all means, was the worst that it could be.
right.
And to have gone through that, and just think about your people who, from the time that they were born up until the time that they died, was forced into servitude by another race.
Right.
And I can understand people are like, well, yeah, you didn't have to go through that. Yeah, but there has to be something that's done. The way we are isn't about our culture. You know what I'm saying? I asked this about myself. I was like, I don't understand why I have a fear of spiders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I grew up in Washington, D.C. The only biggest spider that you'll ever see in D.C. is a daddy long leg. So my question is why do I have a fear of spiders? Well, something
You probably was
in
killed
my
by
DNA
one. Yeah.
or something or
In
whatever.
a previous life. You got to take ayahuasca and take a trip back and see what happened.
I don't think I'm gonna go see ayahuasca, whatever the fuck that was you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go to fucking IHOP.
IHOP after
You know what I
this.
mean? But it raised the question that if it's in my DNA for me to be on guard when I see a spider, then the question is why. The same
Passed
thing I
down
asked
trauma.
about Keita. Exactly. The same thing I asked about Keita. Keita grew up in D.C. You never saw snakes in D.C.
Right.
ever. So I asked, "What is your fear? Why do you have a fear of snakes?"
Right.
Like, well, what is it? You know what I mean? And then I came across another individual. Her name is Joyce DeGruy, who has written a book called Black Slave Syndrome or something like that. And
Post-traumatic slave syndrome.
Yeah, post-traumatic slave syndrome.
Joy DeGary.
Joy DeGruy. That's what it is, DeGary.
what I
All I'm
said.
saying is like, if it makes sense as to why we are the way we are.
Oh, yeah.
And for people to say you need to just get over it, it's hard to get over something if you think you don't have a problem.
And
Yeah.
it's constantly presented in your face to this day,
Yeah. Well,
just maybe in a different way.
we water it down just like when the melanated people were being killed. Of course, they said Black Lives Matter, right? But we know melanated lives matter. But to dilute the movement of Black Lives Matter, they came out with All Lives Matter, then Blue Lives Matters,
Exactly.
and then you diluted
Exactly.
the people that were really, really being traumatized. It say help those that need it the most, right? According to the scriptures, if we are going to look at that biblical reference. But you know,
People constantly say, "Well, blacks kill blacks." I mean, the same thing.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like
They
you
go-
said,
they gonna
people try
dilute
to-
it.
Exactly.
somebody's going to dilute it.
They always talk about that blacks kill blacks, 94% of black crime are from fellow black people, but they never mention the fact that 83% of crimes against Caucasians are fellow Caucasians, not just the
Exactly.
police.
Exactly.
So when you spit your facts and you want to put numbers out there, put the full number out there of both sides of the argument so the argument is valid.
Right.
Once you only tell one side of the story, now you're trying to create a narrative and control it so you can take advantage of the situation, which is what I hate about what DeSantis and other Republicans are doing nationwide about this critical race theory. Once you change the narrative, you control it and you control weak-minded people and get them on your side, just as the table has mentioned before about rich Caucasians manipulating poor Caucasians to make them think that they're better than blacks so they feel good about themselves. The whole time, rich Caucasians are taking advantage of them too. They just flipped the script now. We're rich and we're powerful. We want to stay that way. We can't let the poor or the semi-intelligent Caucasian realize that their ancestors did some crazy shit to set them up for power. They're weak-minded enough to get rid of that system so we can't take advantage of it no more. DeSantis is trying to pass a bill to keep that shit from happening.
And I think it's more about also making sure that it's okay, how can I say this? And usually I don't give a fuck about what I say. I usually don't. And because I feel like this particular topic is important and it needs, I just want to make sure that it's said right. You have a responsibility as a Caucasian person to sit through all the bullshit that your past has put you in a position to be in. For an example, if I know I am a king, and as a king, I fucked over all the peasants and stuff like that, there is no way as a king I will be able to hide from all the fuckery that I did as a king. You know what I mean?
Right.
That my people might hate me or whatnot. I'm still a king, but I still have to deal with the bullshit. And for them to sit up there and try to write a bill to pacify Caucasians about what they forefathers did is bullshit. You are in a position of power and your mind is in a position where you and your people are already, what do you call that, David? When they're already on code with one another.
Yes.
And we are, as a people, we're malfunctioned as a people. You know what I'm saying? The white folks don't really have a problem with working with, especially poor white people. I mean, I'm looking at we're in a situation right now where a group of individuals who are put in power like to watch out for one group of people and fuck over the other group of people in the same fucking uniform. So please explain to me, how is it that now that some shit is coming up to let you know how your people were, and this is the reason why you are the way you are, you don't want to talk about it, or you don't want to hear about it, or you want to sweep it under the rug? That's some real pussified shit. I know, I mean, as a man, you want to be like, you want to make sure that you understand what's going on with the people around you. DeSantis, you on some real fuck shit, even approving some fuck shit like that. You and your whole crew. Now, I was cool with you about that whole COVID mandate mad shit, but this one here is, I mean, come on, man. You about dumb as rocks. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I know who I'm going to vote for next time, and it won't be your funky ass. Stay.
Just make sure that when we do vote, we don't put somebody worse in office, just despite the fact that we don't like him.
Well, that's what happened with Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
It backfired on the racist Americans.
Yeah.
Because it ain't all just Caucasians that voted for him.
Right.
Exactly.
And I want to go back to that as far as black people owning slaves. The Claudian did bring up a cool point. What was it? When the Caucasians invaded Africa and found out that Africans had slaves, indentured service, and that Africans, which the people who were slaves in those areas were prisoners of war. And they gave those individuals to the Caucasians saying, thank you for whatever it is. And they gave it to them. And they like, oh, they just giving us people. And they took those people back to the Vatican. And then the Vatican was like, oh, okay, well, we have these individuals who are going to be servitude to us, right? And then the Vatican was like, well, no, we need to go ahead and make sure that it stays this way. And what happens? The Vatican writes up. Now, this is in that, the Vatican is the one that said that people who are brown need to stay under them, and we are going to keep it that way for as long as we can. So please explain to me, the Vatican, aka the puss-ass Catholics who fuck boys in the ass, is the same pussy motherfuckers who sit up there and said we're going to keep niggas as slaves for as long as we can. And yet these the same pussy motherfuckers who came through the Council of Nicaea and wrote that funky ass Bible you read out of.
Didn't I just say the Catholics had a policy of no child's behind left?
Amen. Shit. I mean,
Hey, Patrick, that's some real talk right there. Because when you go to a strip club, the ladies that are on the poles, they're called pole dancers, right? Or pole workers. How come when you go to vote, the name is pole worker? I think that all strippers should sue the people at the voting booth for the right to use that name.
That's deep.
You know what?
Like WWE sued WWE, the wrestling company. I'm sorry, WWF, the World Wildlife Federation, sued the World Wrestling Federation.
I'm
Patrick might be
confused.
on
What the
something.
fuck happened now?
Patrick, talking about strippers and
He
pole
said both
workers.
ways.
Yeah,
No,
poll workers.
No,
So
but you said the WWF.
The wrestling company, WWF, was sued by WWF, the World Wildlife Federation, for the use of those three letters.
Oh, okay.
Copyright
Makes sense.
infringement.
All right.
yeah,
What you about to say, David?
So those poll workers at the voting booths, should they be in G strings?
Yes.
I would think
Just
so.
call them strippers.
I mean, we can't
We
give
ain't
them
gotta
order
vote
while
on
they're
it.
standing in line to tell them what the bill is going to be about. So you might as well entertain the people once they get inside.
Y'all always get so off topic.
that
I
is-
like
think
it.
y'all
No, that
on
is a
something there.
no. That is a Republican bill that they passed it last year after Biden got in, stating that if you're in line to vote, this was Republicans who passed this. They said that you cannot offer anyone food or water while you're in line to vote because you may sway the vote. So basically, they wanted you to stop trying to brown those people to vote Democratic. Democrats fuck you over too.
So you saying offering a motherfucker something to drink
Could sway
while
their
he
vote.
waiting in the long ass line? I don't know who the fuck you voting for. So how's this fucking how's this nasty ass Dasani water I'm drinking gonna sway
DeSantis
me?
water.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What
That's
the
it.
hell's wrong with Dave? He over here twitching like he having spasms. I'm the one with the motherfucking MS. How you twitching?
I'm communicating with my phone, man. I
Oh.
checked in on Instagram.
Got that new
Let 'em know.
iPhone.
We live.
Do that
and we
wink and change the
streaming
page
on,
shit.
We streaming on everything. If you want to
Everything,
go to
yeah.
the Signal 27 show and watch us live, you can get in the comments. Also on
Yeah, the polls-
Facebook.
The polls
Live.
will fuck you, Patrick.
Yeah.
So do y'all feel like teaching like true history? Because the school
Yes.
system doesn't even teach true history. They pick out a few key people like Martin Luther King and Christopher Columbus, and they teach you about these same few people your whole school life, the whole time you're in school. Do y'all think teaching true history is offensive? What y'all think about that? Should it make people uncomfortable?
I think history, depending on what you did, like I know a lot of Asians, regardless of what they went through, even those battles that they had with the who are those Asians that was like a powerhouse army that they had over there?
Ninjas?
No, not ninjas.
Oh.
No, it
Let's
was
make sure we get the definition of an Asian correct.
Samurai.
Asia stretches from Turkey to
What we
the
talking
end of
about?
Japan. I'm sorry, the end of Russia over there by Alaska. That whole area, Russians,
So-
Chinese, Mongolian, Thai.
the Mongolians. But
There
so
you
what
go.
do you want to call them?
You were talking about the cons.
right, but so
Khan.
call them Orientals will be racist, right?
On their view, some countries may
No.
take that term as racist because we used it in the 70s to describe them.
Okay. So, but I don't want to call
But the
them.
terms frequently rotate.
Okay. All right. So, given the circumstances, I know that a lot of Asians, such as Chinese and Mongolian and Japanese and all of them that favor that look, not the Indians or the Turkish, none of them are like the Persians. Okay.
No, they're Asians.
Oh, I'm calling the bitches Persian.
That would be Iran and Iraq.
Fuck them.
Would y'all get to the point? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
No, what I'm saying is that
Because-
when it comes to history, we know that the Mongolians and all of them, they have pride in their history,
Facts.
regardless of who won a particular type of war or anything like that. So all I'm saying is that if your history is bullshit and your history brings that on, then you have to deal with it. There is no sugarcoating it. I know.
Reconcile that shit and fix it.
Right. So my question is going to be: are the Americans of the 30s and 40s? So you saying that
America's greatest generation?
No, not even that. It's just the fact that they did some atrocities even then to the quote unquote Orientals by dropping those 2 bombs on
Yes,
them.
they did.
So explain to
That
me
was
now.
a form of genocide, although it was
Exactly.
under the
Right.
guise of war.
Right. It
We
was a
still-
form of genocide.
But you didn't mention the internment camps that they did to the Japanese Americans because they thought the Japanese Americans were spies. Yet they had Japanese units translating Japanese communications for us. Just like we had Native American tribal men using codes that only their native language was, so the Nazis couldn't interpret what we were saying on the radio.
Got it.
So how do you hate somebody, discriminate against them, force them to assimilate into your culture, then say, hey, we need a favor?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
The audacity of, I'm not going to say it, Charlemagne. Fuck it. The audacity of Caucasian back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. We have to look at this and understand this is what our history was. We have to understand that we are not going to continue this. And whether you're white or black, you shouldn't feel any type of way about the past. Learn from it. Don't repeat its errors. But you can't learn from it unless you're taught it.
Well, here's a problem, right? You have
I
a
didn't talk
lot
this
of
whole time. I'm sorry, Claudine. You look
No,
like you
you
got something
fine
to
because
say.
I'm sitting here next to you. I don't see not one nigga nap in your head at all.
I done told
I
y'all.
wonder,
I done told
is
you
this
already.
boy-
I'm only half black.
Is he black or white or shit? What?
He's an
But I mean,
agent.
he know all
Agent
about.
Smith.
I mean, he done learned all about the black culture. And I'm looking up
Agent
at him
Smith.
like,
It don't
I
matter.
don't see a nap in
The
this
color of my
Negro's
skin
head,
has nothing to do with the truth of what happens in this world.
well, hey, I ain't
Roger
talking about
that.
the color of your skin. I'm talking about the way in your motherfucking hair.
You want to touch it, don't you? Just go ahead.
My sister's hair,
Just like that.
Just
When she
like
get it
her.
wet and coming back.
just like his.
Yeah.
Just like his. That was my dad's hair.
I don't know. I go to Brazilian wax, so I don't have.
Oh
no hair.
Lord.
See
No,
what
I'm just
happens.
kidding.
Yes.
See what happens
Could
when
you
you come
imagine
out the
brush
pussy
waves
first.
in a
I don't
fupa?
know. I'm just like, everything's so, so tight and thick on the show tonight. There's no
Damn.
laughter, no
Yeah.
comedy. We're
Yeah.
It's a serious topic.
although
We gotta teach about
we're,
I think
we're, we're
I
learning
think
a
it's
serious topic,
Right.
but I don't know.
Hey.
Too serious for you?
Yeah.
No, but
We gotta
sometimes,
get this
yeah,
way.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes it
Hey.
has to get this way. I mean, we're about to go into Black History Month, where in our schools, all they're going to teach us is about how Martin Luther King had walked a long motherfucking way, and how this one bitch was sitting on the bus but never was able to get off the bitch.
Wow.
and had to sit in the
Hold on,
back.
hold on,
Wait a
hold on,
minute.
hold on.
No.
Come on, man.
Not her.
Yeah,
You're not
don't be
talking
so
about the white
disrespectful.
bitch. He talking about Rosa
Don't be
Parks.
he
so
is.
disrespectful.
Oh, you're not gonna say the name.
Don't be so
Why
disrespectful.
wouldn't I? He said,
Well,
bitch.
now, here's the thing. The reason why I say this shit is because they don't teach the real shit. Let me break it down. It was another
call
woman
Rosa a bitch.
who, no, fuck.
Yeah, somebody else
It's
that didn't get
another
up.
woman.
Yeah, it was somebody else. And here's what our people did. She doesn't look the part to be able to push our agenda in the eyes of white people.
Look.
She was
We
closer to my color.
we don't know because we weren't there. They will pervert these stories to have us at each other's neck. We don't know if we wasn't there.
Right. Martin Luther King was fucking other bitches while he was marching on the
We
road.
don't know if we wasn't there.
So was JFK.
But we didn't start off with, we didn't know if we wasn't there. We didn't start this show off with, we didn't know
Right,
if we wasn't there.
but what we're doing now is dividing our people, and we're talking about who did this and who did that and who did it first. And do you see the separation and the confusion that is going on?
Well, we already know in the Bible
started,
the devil came to
at
steal,
6:30.
kill, and destroy.
Shit started at 6:30.
I know, but we gotta let them get it out a little bit, and
That's
then
what everybody
reel
say.
it back
Let me get it
in.
out a little bit.
Real talk, Patrick.
and
Real
reel
talk.
it back in.
Reel it back
We're not
in.
gonna keep
'Cause-
paying attention to the statements made by. This is coming from Claudine. I don't give a shit how y'all feel right now. But the shit coming from Patrick Davis, if it ain't true into the word and distracting, then you don't need that, because some people will come on your post only so you can mention their fucking name.
Right.
Australia does have
There you go.
prison camps right now.
He's thirsty.
Hold on, wait a minute, pause. Go ahead and explain.
Australia does have prison camps right now.
Okay, and explain.
From people that was coming from Afghanistan that came down there, they put them in camps.
Okay, but
The
that,
And
Uyghurs
have
that
you
up
were you
in China?
How
the
did you
Muslims,
verify that?
that
Did
go
you
the white
see
man
it?
cutting off the black one.
Do you know
That's
that?
not what I'm
Black man
saying.
Claudine,
That's not what
Y'all
I'm
know my
saying.
daughter
Wait,
live
wait,
like a
wait,
few
wait,
miles
wait,
from
wait,
there,
wait,
right?
wait,
She
wait.
sends me the news.
the
I don't
news.
give a
Yeah.
shit
Did
where these
she?
people
I
live.
see it
I
and
don't need for
verify.
her to physically be in a prison camp saying,
Okay.
"Hey, Dad, it's true."
So they can just create news, even if it's not true. They have done
I
this
want you
several
to
times
flip that
before.
same argument
people-
you're giving
and
me
people will-
onto the information that's been passed to you.
And people-
What?
and
Let's move
people
on to the
will
next
run with it.
topic.
There is no next topic. I wanted to know about the fucking what's her name. Go ahead, Claudine.
No, I'll let the white man speak. He can tell me the fucking show. But I'm just saying, what I was saying was, on any show, on any platform, if you see somebody come on your show and they're distracting, try not to read their comments.
Ignore them.
Yeah,
you have to
exactly.
ignore them.
Just like a heckler.
they try to take over your show. And one statement that they make can
Change the energy.
yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You,
why I
somebody on
always
the-
ignore
you'd have
Patrick
tapped
when he
into
come
some
in.
bullshit.
Right.
just like the prison camps or whatever, in the concentration camps. We talking about blacks, and
Yeah.
here we go jumping into the concentration
Australia.
camps. Let's concentrate on the black people and fuck them motherfuckers till we
You
get to
do
them.
know
Yeah,
that
so-
the Afghani people are brown colored skinned, right?
Yeah, but they haven't gone through the same shit that we've gone.
Yeah, man.
So
Let the
that-
divine
They're
feminine
at the
talk to you,
starting
bro.
phase of it
I mean,
Okay,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
That's not
by
what we're
a
talking about, though.
Caucasian
I'm
ran
sorry,
country.
men out there in the United States watching me.
No, it's
Got me up here cursing and shit.
No,
It's-
but you're right.
No, it's like this, right? Anybody who say that they brown, I listened to another podcast. I'm not going to say the name, but the guy is half Iranian, half black. Okay, and on this particular podcast, they do a lot of degradation to women because they are quote unquote, I guess, red pills, right? All I'm saying is that there's certain things that they feel like they can get away with because they share the same skin color as we have. But we can also say that just because you are Dominican, you might be black in skin color, but you're not black in the mind. So the things that we go through, they will never understand what we go through because they have just as much hatred towards us as any other white man has hatred towards us. So I'm saying is that, okay, fine. Yeah, Iranians are going through that. Sorry for you. We still trying to, it's hard to help some, like Steve Harvey said, I know it's kind of fucked up for me to kind of say what Steve Harvey said, but Steve Harvey said out of his mouth, the best way to help out poor people is to not be one of them.
I'm one of them.
So you got to work to become not poor so that way you can help out poor people. How are black people in America going to be able to help out motherfuckers that's over there in concentration camps? We can't do a fuck thing over there for them because we can't even get shit passed over here for us. So at the end of the day, fuck them motherfuckers over there in Australia. And I hope them motherfucking big ass bugs that's over there fuck them up because I'm never going over that bitch. Because the bugs and the kangaroos and did you see that shit?
Oh
the
my
motherfucking
gosh.
spiders, they take over places, nigga.
It's always the spiders.
It's always right.
always
Just
the
calm
spiders.
down. Why you so turned?
I'm sorry. Amen.
Jeez.
All right, moving on. All I'm saying is, in closing note, listen, white people or Caucasian people, don't be ashamed of what your ancestors did. They fucked over a lot of people. And let's be frank, you bitches got hell to pay soon. Y'all just trying to hold off the inevitable.
Son,
When we thought
taking over.
Yeah, when we thought that Barack Obama got in there, we thought we was going to have us white slaves and shit. I was going to be able to do what I needed to do, but come to find out, Barack Obama was with the Bushes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Kennedys. Kennedys.
yeah, the Kennedy, all of them, they all related in some form or fashion. So I knew shit wasn't going to happen. And just because we got Kamala old funky ass in there, she ain't doing shit neither as a goddamn vice president. So all I'm saying is then, and I'll put up some videos where she was talking fuck shit about not doing nothing for black folk. But first thing we as a people got to do as brown people is we need to stop calling each other black. We need to pick a nationality and we need to go on ahead and say that that's us. Stop using that funky, what's that motherfucking name? Jesse Jackson shit. You know what I'm saying? African Americans, and start calling ourselves Negroes and all of that. No, we need to be a nationality. Create a nationality so we can have shit moving for us. For an example,
With
here in the
colons?
States-
With colons?
having moving shit. So you fucking asshole. You know what the fuck I
Heck
mean.
no.
No, but what I'm saying is
gotta make
that
sure.
if the Native Americans,
with you?
if the Native Americans can get a bill passed to set up a casino within Tampa, within the state of Florida, and you got motherfuckers here in Jacksonville walking around trying to prevent the goddamn casinos from coming,
Oh, I
they
seen the
can't
commercials.
stop that shit. It's happening. You might as well
Okay, we
jump
gonna
on
get
board.
crap tables.
No.
Dog, yeah, it's going to be like a little Biloxi here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. So you kind of say it's going to be, they're going to have gambling and stuff here. But one of the bills is that you cannot have a casino within 100 miles of that Native American casino. Well, what's outside of 100 miles from their Native American casino? Because they right over there by, they right over there by Tampa and everything. Prime place would be Miami, Jacksonville. Oops. Hey, I think the motherfucking Hard Rock going to be here soon. So y'all better get y'all shit together. Oh, amen. All right, just enough talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So moving on, we're gonna go ahead and hit up these segments before we get ready to go. First segment that's going to be coming up to the stage is going to be none other than Raul with his segment Health Hacks. You sent me some shit, Ed, right during the middle of the fucking show.
Sure did. You ain't supposed to acknowledge that. Keep going with the show.
Right. Keep on moving.
Yeah, I did acknowledge it. Ain't that some fuck shit?
Right.
Thank you for tuning in to
Thank you for
Signal
tuning in to
27
Signal 27.
Health Hacks, teaching you the code to master your body.
Chip usually do it.
I'm gonna need to get David to come and record that. I'll read
thought I did already.
Never did.
It was supposed.
Make sure we disinfect that fucking microphone.
Oh, damn.
Hey, make sure you're not diluting your life. Okay? Whatever it is, it is. Like your fruit, I know you can't buy it right now, right? So at least, you can't grow it right now, is what I want to say.
Right.
So until you can find the fruit with seeds in it, right? Dr. Sebi left us a good alkaline list, It's a lot to eat on that list. Or you could just be a fruitarian
August 6th.
if you don't want to do Dr. Sebi. Okay? That's fine. Do what's best for you and your body. But people are willing to take stuff from their oppressors and learn to love the pain and the disrespect and everything that the oppressor has given them. They have stolen your seeds, not just in your fruit, but in life. Get back to being organic. This is David Emanuel, also known as the rapper Raoub, and this have been Health Hacks. Hack 'em.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I love it.
that deserves I guess a clap, I guess. You know?
Yes,
Go ahead and give that man a
always.
clap. You know? Thank you for the health hacks, David.
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you was doing, I guess.
Thank you.
Get
Thank
back
you,
to being
people.
organic. You
Yeah.
got it.
All right, so moving on to the next segment. This segment's been gone for a while, but we're glad to have it back. Y'all make sure that y'all give it up for none other than Big Sarge and her segment, Just Asking, where she pops her ass right in here.
I ain't popping my ass.
Yeah.
Well, I am, but you
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah, don't pop shit. Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
pop
don't
your
pop
back
it.
out.
Pop it.
Don't throw my back out.
As long as no air come out, we good.
She be over there popping that shit out.
So the question of the day is: name something that you admire about another race.
Admire.
So what do you admire about another race? Like our neighbors are from Tanzania, so that's like East Africa. Is it East?
Yes. East Africa. Yeah, Tanzania is the island.
Yeah, I
That's
had
over
to
there?
see.
No, that's Madagascar.
However,
The same fucking difference, man.
However, what I admire about them is that they always get together and spend time with family. They're very consistent with getting together and spending time together. So I admire their culture. They make good food too, because occasionally they'll bring us,
When they go
food
through
over here
Ramadan and stuff like that.
They'll bring us good food. But I admire how they always get together. They live together. Sometimes they help each other to get out of debt and to purchase properties. And I like the way that they work together.
Oh, okay.
So what's something that y'all admire about another race?
Who
Any
we
other
starting
race?
with?
Let's
Cuba.
start with Raoul.
It's East Africa under Kenya and above Mozambique.
I thought so. Okay.
I admire how every other ethnicity other than mine shows false compassion for people that are like me. And the way they spin stuff and try to make you think they care about you and they try to belittle you as often as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I salute all of them because they do this without regard on a large scale.
The false
So
compassion.
yeah. And I mean, if that type of acting, and I love it because they take the non-melanated man's penis and sucks on it virtually, most of them. So I like
And what is this now? What group of people is this?
everybody
except
other
us.
than my
Oh, okay.
ethnicity.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hey, you round them all up.
How about you?
All of them.
All of them? Okay. Let me see. I have, you say other than mine, right? What do I like about another group's race?
What do you admire about
What
another
about?
race?
Okay, well, listen. I know we were just talking about the Oriental, right? Or the Asians, Chinese Oriental versions of them. I dig how a whole country can be on one accord, regardless of how scared or how futile a type of decision is made. Once the emperor makes their decision, they are all on board. Whether or not they like it or not, it doesn't matter. They're all on board, all on code. The reason why I say that is because the emperor was like, we are never going to surrender to America. And they sent off motherfuckers in suicide planes to bomb the American ships. You know what I mean? Now, I know that they were scared and everything like that, but just the fact that you have that particular type of heart to die for your nation, regardless, it says a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of Americans, they went to war because they felt like, you attacked my country, we're going to go ahead and wipe you out. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The Asians was like, yeah, we know you all are bigger than us, but you're not about to just push us over. So
Okay.
I kind of dig the little Oriental culture and stuff like that. Plus, they had samurais, and samurais was bad motherfuckers because they're 14 to 27 Ronin. Boy, they mess around and they'll fuck around and they'll get you. And if you fuck with the empire, they'll kill you. And then if they fuck up, they'll kill themselves.
All right. Breathe.
Breathe. Who you know that'll fuck around and after they get done killing you, they kill they fucking
You
self.
stressing me out.
Ain't nobody stressing out shit.
You stressing
I
me
will
the fuck
fucking
out.
kill me to kill you, nigga.
Damn it.
Okay, good talk. Claudine, how about you?
I was gonna go with the Asians, but I thought about the Mexicans. I wouldn't say I would more so admire them, but you know they risk a lot to come over here. You know, orange season ain't doing that well right now, so you know they're not really.
Oh my! I don't know you lying.
I'm just saying, you know, they can't offer you oranges.
Drop a bomb for the Mexicans, nigga.
Wow.
But yeah, you know, they risk their lives coming over here with these miniature ass oranges. The weather is bad. You know,
It's a little chilly.
they building roofs, you know, on Sundays when all, you know, everybody else of what other nationality is at home resting or in church or whatever, and they making sure that we are getting taken care of, and we don't give a shit about them other than, you know, Taco Tuesday.
Hey.
Anybody
my
want to go get
gosh.
tacos with me on Tuesday? Give me a call.
I go with you, girl. Fabler. Okay, y'all stressing me out.
I don't eat that shit.
I want to address something that Leroy said.
No,
This is about you.
Yeah, I know it's about me, but I'm definitely going to address it.
Okay.
I have no respect for any other culture because I've been to enough places around this planet and physically lived in those countries to learn about them while I was there. Each culture, each person, each color of their skin, we all behave the same. We all love ourselves. We all love our families. We all love and respect where we're from. When we're not where we're from, we represent where we're from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not where you're from, it's where you at. Outcast.
Okay.
I love myself. Follow me on
And the
Claudine
last
Chandler
damn
on Facebook.
samurai was not Tom Cruise, motherfucker.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
So you don't admire nothing about no other race.
I respect all because we all behave and think the same.
Well,
Okay.
Jeremiah's right. I did realize
My
that
alkaline
samurai
brother
started
Jermaine.
with samurai started with black people. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you know that.
yeah.
Okay.
But that's why I was like, I think it's kind of cool that, and then just
So did
But
karate.
they never mentioned black martial artists.
Right.
Latigra.
We are beast.
Of course.
oh, yeah. You saw what's going on. You see what's going on in the fucking UFC. Well, go ahead, Ed. What was it? Okay, you just mentioned. But what's one thing you do like about one of the coaches? Though?
We all
Nothing.
think the same.
We all think and behave the same. We all love our families. We all love where we're from. We all love our land. We all have our individual cultures
Right.
that we rep to the fullest, if you want to take it to that term.
But I don't know. I don't think I ever heard an Asian scream at me in their language because I didn't speak it and get louder. I don't know that. I know most Americans will go to another country and still treat people like they're foreigners. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Hell
Bitch,
no.
I want
Cultural
main-
ignorance, bro. Cultural ignorance. Like, I'll give you an example of cultural ignorance.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times in America, say we're in a store, right? And there's a transaction going on with paper money. Since we do a lot of credit now, let me say paper money. In America, you hand it to a person and put it in their hand. Asian countries, you don't do that. You put it on the counter and slide it to them. They deem that as respectful in their culture. Whereas
Exactly.
we get angry. Nigga, I'm trying to put it, I'm trying to put it in your hand, motherfucker.
Right.
Take this money. They like,
Right.
no, put it on the table. Or you see Asians, they don't, hey, come here. Watch my hands. They say, we do this in America. Over there, they go, shh, come here. A lot of Asian countries do that because this is not a sign of respect to them.
Right.
This is respectful. Come here.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, the middle finger is known abroad.
yeah, it
That's right.
is.
Universal. bitch.
So is the peace sign backwards. You see the back of the hand, that's the peace sign. You see the front of the hand, that's fuck you in British.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing this shit a lot.
Yeah, don't do that.
Punk motherfucker. Yeah, I'll go to Britain.
That's another fuck you.
Oh yeah, that one. I
When you
know.
take your thumb and put it between them two fingers like that, that's fuck you in Turkish.
You're right.
What's this
Check
on
my
right here?
Instagram.
I forgot what that one was.
That's like fuck you.
That's a rock and roll thing.
It's one in the pink, one in the stink.
Yes,
I was
sir.
trying not to think
Yes,
about that. That's the
sir.
first thing I thought.
Oh shit.
Hold it like a bowling ball.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Hook that
In the
ass
show.
and rub that clit.
Wow.
I hope that wasn't on camera.
Yeah,
I cannot.
maybe not.
Streaming all around the world.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, she probably watching.
in closing, we'll go around. We'll start with Ed since it stopped with Ed. What you got going on?
Hey, I haven't loaded any new drinks or delirium this week, but I will next week. Hopefully Leroy gets our video done. We've kind of did a little collaboration, whichever word you want to use, with Signal 27 and Delirium about some mixed drinks. And one of our staff members is getting back on that wagon and dating now. So we're going to go ahead and put that to video.
Oh, okay. Claudine?
When he said staff members, we ain't talking about staff here, are we?
No, not Staphylococcus.
No, but what are you talking about, staff members?
You said staff members.
That one sitting next to you, getting back on the dating train there.
Oh, okay.
You know, we got it on video.
Mm-hmm.
Type of dude she like.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm freaking lost. But anyway, I guess it's my damn turn now. I'm still, on the set with, Barry S. Gordon out of Gainesville, filming the Duvals with some of our cast members sitting here tonight. I'm also very much still single. No one has picked me up yet. I'm not really trying to sell myself because I ain't for sale. But
I'm confused.
You heard her.
You gonna always be confused, motherfucker. It's my time right now. Damn. Can the sister get her chance?
No, white man.
Yeah.
No.
And hey, I don't date pink meat. And
Here we go.
and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And
TikTok.
I don't know why y'all men want dick so bad. Y'all want it more than I do. But anyway, and on Facebook at comedian Claudine
Yes.
Smith Chandler or whatever. And I'm still practicing with my guitar. I ain't gonna get that up for nothing.
Yes.
So
Put
I'm
your
rocking
TikToks
out
and
with
stuff-
my crotch out, but you won't be able to see it.
Put your stuff in the comments so they can make sure they go back.
All
and follow.
right.
All right. Keita, what you got going on?
Hey, you can go to my website, www.getsomegotsome.com, for my book, The Other Side of Addiction, your Get Some apparel, and all natural whipped body butters made by moi. Want that skin soft and nice? I got a threesome coming just in time for those who celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So y'all check out my website, and it will be available for purchase on February 1st. You can pre-order it now, though.
Yes.
Get you some threesome.
Get some.
Get some threesome. Hey.
I'm still trying to get a one some. But anyway.
I'm still trying to
Shabba.
get some. Got you.
No, you ain't got to worry about that.
I got some last week. It was nice.
Oh.
All
It was
right.
nice. It was her supply. I didn't say dick.
I did look back. I was like, wait a minute. Wait.
You got a
Hey,
threesome
no matter
last
what it was, you got some. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And it felt nice. It was smooth. I liked it. It felt really good after I got out of the shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the best time.
I know, right?
Put it on while you still wet.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Extra drip.
Drop a bomb for get some.
Hey.
If I can get it right. Drop a bomb for Claudine getting some. Yeah.
Okay.
And drop a bomb for Ed just being white.
Just once, can you please use my stage name? Just once.
Oh, wait a minute.
Right. The Fabler.
Discriminate.
Just had to slide
Tell
that
them
on.
that every
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Let me go ahead and let
Stage
y'all-
name, stripper name. You just did something to the poll workers and the poll dancers. So why
I'm
can't
just
you?
saying it should be a lawsuit. If you voting, that's not a poll.
Hey.
You in a strip club, that's a damn poll. They should have the copyright on the name poll worker.
Thank you,
I gotta
Marcus.
say that on stage.
Drop a
one
bomb
day.
for the poll
One time
workers
for
and
Marcus.
for the favor for saying shit.
Man. Jermaine, go ahead, bro.
That's my alkaline brother.
Okay, David, what you got going on?
Hey, Friday, Turn the Church into the Trap House was released February 18th. Figgity 4. Let My Mind Go. That's releasing on the 18th. So
So both of them released on the 18th, or just what just released? You said the
Church into a Trap House
Is that
was
on YouTube?
recently released. Yeah, and then we I didn't know you was gonna give me those honors. That's Reverend Pineal Gland on that track. But yeah, my music link is in the feed there. Let's build up that Instagram following as well. I want to find a way to get that link over to my page. We thank all of you in the chat. Oh, I know I ain't supposed to be doing all this, but we do thank all of you on Facebook and Instagram for sharing us, supporting us, going to our website,
y'all.
helping Signal 27 be the strongest signal possible. So we salute you and we appreciate being attached to your energy. Thank you.
Thank
Gratitude.
you.
Okay, I was trying to find the church into the trap house.
Oh, okay. Well, you know I can keep talking for 12 years if you want me to.
12 years.
It's on the
Yeah.
channel, right?
Yeah, I'm about to go to it now. RAU. Look at it. It came right up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Turn the church into the trap house.
My brother Leroy.
Is that a song?
Most certainly.
Oh, okay.
That's the code. The pineal gland is in there. Ed might not
Promoting
like
the
it.
whole show. Keep putting the links on there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what I'm about, man. Everybody, you focus on the drama thinking that it's real. I'm focused on the back of that's a better deal. Supreme Creation, that's streaming too. Video out as well. Got the Gordon's
Focusing on
premiere.
the back.
Yeah.
The bag. But
Bag.
I'm not finna talk no sexy talk. Like, I love
It's
sex.
just
Hey,
coming out that way.
I don't-
You probably one of the most articulate.
Run me my bread. See my brother Jermaine, man. I appreciate
Articulate
y'all
rappers,
supporting me,
you know.
supporting me in the stock group. Run me my bread. They love
You
it.
just a
They
talk.
said the lady said we sending that to our baby's daddies for our child support. Run me my bread. Yeah, man.
I went to your Facebook. It's not on there, David.
It's not on where?
On YouTube.
Oh, it's on now. Church into the Trap House.
Nah, I don't see it.
Yeah. Unless my distributor is late on YouTube. I think that's the only thing I didn't check.
They late because
They late. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
you
it
type
ain't
in
on
Raul, R-A-U-O-B.
there. Yeah, all of your stuff. I'm on your page.
No, they got their own page. The Jermaine. I ain't gonna. I let Jermaine speak for Jermaine. Jermaine said he get ready to practice semen retention. Patrick called me during the show. That's how dysfunctional his brain is.
Yeah, Patrick is a retard.
But what you got going on, Lee?
Okay, yeah, while David is pulling that up. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it. Okay, so first and foremost, let's start with this. This Thursday, which is the 3rd, Barry S. McLeod is going to be at Breezy's doing his thing there. We're going to be there. So if you are watching and you are in the Jacksonville area, please come out and support. It's going to be from 7 to 9. We're going to have some comedies, some music, and some skits and stuff that we're going to be putting on. Come through and support. That's on Thursday.
Breezy Jazz House.
Breezy's Jazz House. That's correct. And then after that,
You just type in Raul by itself. My apologies, but see, it's right there on the YouTube page.
yeah, I pulled it up. I'm right here.
You type in Raul all by itself.
Yeah.
Okay, because all I did was type in RAUOB music, and then it brought it up. See, right there on the YouTube. That's all I did was search Raul.
Yeah, that's all I did. You got 89 subscribers, or is there another Raul?
That's my page. That's a different page. It's Raul Music. The distributor have their own page.
Oh, okay. So you're just missing the music, huh?
Well, I didn't put music on there. I just did RAUOB. Actually, I did RAOB, and they said, "Did you mean?" No, I did RAUOB all over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that it? There we go. All right, let's see if I can go ahead and play that. Let me see if it comes through. Nonetheless, let me go ahead and finish what we got going on here. That's on Thursday. Make sure that you check us out because we are part of the Duvals. We film every Sunday so far, and we're about 4 episodes in, but be prepared for the release of the Duvals sitcom that 3 of us are on. So you should be going ahead and check that out. In April, March, we should be starting up another play called The Hospital. All 3 of us are going to be in the hospital, so that'll be coming back through again. Also, after that, on April 16th, get your tickets and stuff prepared for the Funny Bone Experience comedy show. That's going to be April 16th. I have tickets and stuff ready if you all want to get a good, clean show and you can bring your friends, family members, kids out to. I suggest that you come on out to that one. Any other time that I'm doing a show and it's somewhere else, you're going to get the full brunt. Don't bring your kids to any of those shows because they're going to get a rude awakening on life.
Yeah, he's comic fluid now. He does church.
He going to change my name to that old fluid shit.
Club.
Yeah, comedy fluid. He going to
Comedy
change.
fluid. He does all types of comedy.
gonna
These are 3 C's of comedy.
Yeah,
Right.
He's
They
comedy
miss-
fluid, man.
Yeah, he going to change my name to that shit. So, all right, y'all. So what I'm going to try to do right now is something new on the show. I never really did this. So y'all bear with me. We're going to see if we can go ahead and get David's song Church into a Trap House playing from YouTube Music and see how we can get that going. Let me see how we can. You know what? I can just.
for just $5.55.
Yeah, I would have sent you the MP3 if I'd have known.
Do you want to know the secret to
I don't wanna
making
have these
a
commercials
great
playing.
podcast?
Yeah, let's cut that off. We're gonna skip that. There we go.
Calcify your pineal gland. It is the spark plug to your soul. The church is inside you. It is not built by the hands of man. I'm gonna give you the code. You can turn the church into the trap house. Amen? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Put the light on me, cause I'm ready to shine, and it's my time. Turn the church into the trap house. Put the light on me, cause I'm ready to shine, and it's my time. Turn the church into the trap house. Let's go. My mind is about the youth. Emotions bulletproof. Dr. Sebi alkaline, living is the truth. I baptize the streets don't baptize me. Yeah, I keep it litty. They love me in my city. Logic on point, so everybody with me. I rewrote my life, scalpel and a knife. Married to my spirit, call it my wife. Drove it across the bridge to show it where I live. Logic is my city, gotta keep it real. Ain't even gonna lie, tapped in, that's why. No cap, no die, let my energy fly. Oh me, oh my, that inner self high. Go ahead and cry, let that human stuff die. Turn yourself into the trap house ready to buy. If you tapped in, you tapping, let your soul get you clapping. Love yourself, no capping, lead the choir, you macking. Full meal, no smacking, baptized, let's rap in. Church. Turn the church into the trap house. Turn the church into the trap house. Turn the church into the trap house. Turn the church into the trap house.
Yeah,
That's the first thing I hear.
That's what it's like, right?
Yeah.
Hey, bump that jump.
Tomorrow.
Told that funky bitch what you gon' do. Made myself smack a whole pop poop. If I can go high, I can go through. Need to apply tissue for this dude. Hey. Trap house. That's my homie David.
Yes. Come through.
Hey, it rhymed though, didn't it?
Hey, appreciate the love.
Rhymed though.
Sing the 27 remix.
Yo,
Trap out.
That's right, yo. Give it up for David, man. And he got that music going on. Keep doing what you do, bro. Anytime you got some new music coming out, you know I'm going to go ahead and support you and make sure we play it through here. Also, if y'all watching, yo, just listen. If you got something streaming and y'all want to support my brother, pick a song and play it and put it on repeat and listen to it all day. If you're on Spotify, listen to it all day. Even put your phone down. If you got two phones, have one of your phone playing one of his songs all day. Every stream that he gets a couple of cents off of it, and it builds up. You want to support and put some money in his pocket, but don't want to send him extra money? Play his song all day. Just put it on there, repeat, and put your phone down and let it keep repeating over and over and over and over and over again.
Same for our podcast.
Exactly.
Streaming on every platform.
All of them.
Yeah. And I've been looking at them things about the Spotify. I'm still trying to figure out how that thing work with Spotify, but I'm gonna figure it out. Secondly, y'all can also start donating next week once the Cash App stuff come through. So if you want to support the show and you know we got our website where you can get your T-shirts and stuff like that. Get a T-shirt, put one on, and email us so that way we can put you on the website. If you want to start donating, you'll be able to donate to us next week to help keep the show going and everything like that. We appreciate all of our listeners. Why? Because we are Jacksonville's #1 live comedy podcast. We are
Signal 27.